Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I wish I could have been here for Mr. Janikowski. When he was here, we had an Armed Services subcommittee hearing on which I am a ranking member, but I'm glad to be able to welcome and congratulate Mr. McDowell and on your reappointment. I look forward to continuing to work with you upon your confirmation on a lot of issues, obviously, that many of which have been touched on. National broadband policy, applying indecency regulations, net neutrality has been mentioned, spectrum allocation are just a few of the issues that confront the Commission today. And I think that there's the range of issues that you deal with, the importance of those issues can't be overstated. So it's a very important position, and I hope that we can continue to make some progress on some of these things. And I would say, and I understand you've already had a lot of, probably I'm sure, very lively discussion about the fairness doctrine, but I hope the Commission can put a stake through the heart of that thing once and for all. It will certainly reduce the number of amendments that we consider up here if we don't have to deal with fairness doctrine amendments on appropriations bills. But I do want to ask you about some of the national broadband policies, because as you know, the FCC is required by the stimulus bill to develop a national broadband plan. And I know that there are grants and loan guarantees in the stimulus bill, but I'm just curious of what your thoughts are about deploying broadband to rural areas of the country.
Well, I would hope that the focus would be on unserved areas, certainly first. Now, the FCC has an informal advisory role with the Department of Commerce and the Department of Agriculture, who actually have sort of the spending authority for that $7 billion. It's not a written role. It's very informal, primarily the chairman and the career staff of the FCC working with the staff at Agriculture and Commerce on that. But I would hope our focus would first be on unserved America, and certainly in South Dakota, I know there are a lot of areas that are still unserved. We also have what will be now nearly an $8 billion universal service fund at the FCC. And that fund is growing despite a cap that we voted last year on the competitive eligible telecommunication carrier portion of that fund. That's a mouthful, CETC portion, as we call it. And that the contribution factor, or the sort of tax of sorts, has grown to an all-time high of almost 13%. So that is something that we administer, and I think we need a full audit of that fund and how it's used, as well as all FCC operations, by the way. But that would be part and parcel to any part of any broadband reform.
Well, and I know that Universal Service Fund it tends to generate a considerable amount of controversy, and the only thing I guess I would ask of you as you take these issues on, that you take into consideration the impact on rural areas and making sure that rural areas and the frontier, so to speak, isn't left behind. I think there are just some wonderful applications of technology that are leading to incredible increases in productivity and job creation and everything else in our economy. But it's obviously going to be very important, in my view, as we move forward, that we do it in a way that takes into consideration some of the unique and particular needs that rural areas of the country have as well. So I don't have any questions beyond that, Mr. Chairman. I want to congratulate you, Mr. McDowell, and as I said before, look forward to working with you. And as you know, I will be focusing in on some of those rural issues. So thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Senator Thune.
Thank you, Senator Thune.